and I put that my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's McCown's Jets going up against Carr's Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Jets. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Touchdown, Raiders.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Forte. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, this is Forte. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
McCown looking to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw, it's McCown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I can never stump you on stats, but go ahead and let the people know. Who was second in the NFL 2016 in yards per carry?
It was that man, Bilal Powell, right at 5.5.
He may have had to share some carries in the backfield with Matt Forte, but boy, he took advantage of his touches.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter, and I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play, because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, victory kick.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw with McCown. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. McCown throwing on 2nd. And a loose football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First down, the run with Lynch. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 78 yards. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Red zone opportunity. On 1st and goal, Washington. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go again with Powell, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. McCown to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing is McCown on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's McCown. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Shift together here from the D-line. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He was trying to get it to Marshawn Lynch. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run with Lynch, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got fun.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Steve McClendon getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Cooper, the man in motion left. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
The grab made by Curse over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Forte. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. McCown. And this is caught by Curse. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And incomplete. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. A dump off to Forte. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
They could not be more opposite in build. But coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. McCown going to hustle his guys to the line. Shotgun here for McCown. Anderson a 1st down and more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. McCown going to throw. Complete outright to Curse. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 11-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Working from the gun, McCown. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. McCown going to hustle his guys to the line. From the gun, it's McCown. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Bass from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Carr to throw on second down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing route.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he is knocked down from the side. Carr to Crabtree, good for a Raider first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Handoff comes to Lynch. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. David Bass in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Jenkins coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. After the fumble recovery, here's McCown. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now McCown. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On the carry, this is McGuire down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's McCown. It's complete. It's Forte. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. On 3rd down, that's McGuire. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go! 3-19!
They are going for it. It's McCown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play clock winding down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
McCown throwing on second. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. McCown now on first down.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now McCown got to have this one. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Justin Ellis breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. In motion left, that's Cooper. On first, here's Washington. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
McCown to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and long, it's McCown. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Alden Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Turnover differential last year in the NFL, the bottom 5 teams you'd expect. Rams, Browns, the Jags, the Bears, and the Jets. Tied at -20. These Jets, they have to solve that QB situation.
They, along with the other teams that you noted, they've got to get better play in that area because no team goes to the playoffs -20 in turnover differential.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On the NFL scoreboard, they are the 4th now in Carson. The Chargers have now taken a late lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. On the toss play, this is Washington. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Carr. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They pitch to Washington. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Washington on the right side toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. On the give, this is Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and